Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Hudson and Jeff, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Hudson's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and little bits of motivation that we give him when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Jeff is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You're going to be introduced to that training equipment and taught how to use it properly during your follow-up training session on Monday. Now this is the heel command. Heeling is simple leash walking. Not pulling you, not dragging you, not dropping his head, and sitting automatically when you stop walking, so that when you're walking down the street and you stop to cross traffic or you stop to talk to someone, he's sitting quietly beside you. Go around again, Jeff. Now you know Hudson as well as we do now, and he's always looking for something to distract him. A bird, yesterday a leaf flew off a tree and he launched himself at it. So kind of watch your dog's body language and be prepared. This is the sit, stay, and the come. And we'll demonstrate that again for you because the boys kind of got ahead of my narrative here. So Jeff is going to have him sit. Now if he doesn't sit, it's no sit. Stay. Left open palm right in front of his muzzle, the one-word command to stay. Your homework is going to be to lengthen out the amount of time that he can hold it and the distance that you can go. When Jeff returns back to him, he walks all the way around him, ending up back at heel where they started, and he'll heel him out of this. He's a nice dog, he really is. He just has a very, very short attention span. That of a puppy, a big puppy. Stay. Jeff leaves him in another sit, stay. You can see him looking at the ground. I mean, he's looking for something to distract himself. That's a come. Jeff calls him in and has him sit. And we have a fair amount of distractions back here. There's usually squirrels and birds, and it can be very distracting for a dog like Hudson, but he's doing really good for the video. No, sit. Sit. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you're going to take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down. Down. No. Sit. Down. Stay. And stay. Your long down stay you can practice right in your living room. And it's going to be like a minute to a minute and a half, working all the way up to 5 minutes. Jeff returned back to him very well. Stay in the middle, Jeff. Stay in the middle. He's looking at those tree branches over there. He's got a stick right by his face, so if you put him into a down there, he's going to get it. That's why sometimes it's our puppy playroom isn't big enough to video a big dog like this, but sometimes we get better results with him indoors because there's less distraction. There's no pine cones and needles on the ground and all that stuff. That's a cup. Jeff calls him out of that. He comes and he sits. That was very nice. Because he used to come and launch himself at you. So it really, with Hudson, it's all about self-control and focus and the ability to pay attention and not deliberately go out of his way to distract himself. Stay. Jeff leaves him in a sit, stay. He's going to use his right hand now to give the command. And if he's doing that sniffing and stuff, you can tell him no. And give him a little correction. And we'll go over that with you on Monday. Because when he's bored, and we've been out here working with him for a while, he starts to look for stuff to pick up off the ground. Try that one more time, Jeff.
Stay. Down. Down. Stay.
So you can clearly see that he knows the commands, and he's going to test every single one of the people in your home when you take the leash. So we'll be prepared for that. We look forward to seeing you on Monday. Hudson's going to get a nice bath and maybe have some snow to play in tomorrow. We've enjoyed having him. He is challenging, but he's a sweetheart, and we will see you very soon. Thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.